It has been.
Because
I've
life
been
is
counting.
insane. You've been counting, dear?
Yep.
Oh, so I got a story to tell all y'all, and I'm pretty sure Fluffy and Robert already know this story. I think Bird might also know the story.
Oh no.
But so when my grandpa died, or before my grandpa died, his son and his son's wife and kids moved into my mom's house because they were having troubles financially. And so they agreed, like, hey, we'll move in, we'll take care of you. And my grandpa started, like, going downhill. On my grandpa's deathbed, he promised my grandpa, I will take care of your wife. She can stay with me as long as she's alive, and I will take care of her so you don't have to worry about her. Well, because me and Robert are pagan and I'm bisexual, he is not friends with Robert on Facebook. He literally searched Robert up, saw him post some pagan stuff, like Happy Yule, all that, like Odin. And he told my mom, he said, this isn't going to work out because they support the LGBTQ and her husband is pagan. So I don't want him turning my kids gay. So now they're moving out. My mom's going to lose her house because she financially can't support that house. So now she has to move out. So yeah.
What the shit? Ew.
I'm gonna turn the kids gay. I'm gonna turn the frogs gay. I'm gonna turn
That's
the
how you do
gay.
it. You catch the gay. That's exactly how it goes.
I
Right?
told Robert, I said, I hope to God my grandpa sees this and comes and haunts his son's ass. And it's funny, he's been telling his wife that he's been having to work from 6 a.m. all the way until 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. at night. And me and Robert are looking at him like, no, he's cheating on her.
It's because I turned the kids gay.
It's all your fault, Turkey.
You know, I sneezed in their direction, and yeah, I turned them gay.
I mean, my mom's not as upset about it as she was because, her technically, I guess, stepson's wife is a bitch. I mean, my mom doesn't get along with her. My mom gets along with everyone.
Hi, boy.
People suck.
People do suck.
Fluffy definitely sucks.
What? Question is, no, I'm not gonna finish that thought.
Well,
He sucks Perky.
Now I'm curious.
I've always known.
I mean, come on, Tony ships us. You already know this. Why do you think he gave us that weird look at the Christmas party when I was mentioning about turning their kids gay?
I think it's fucking funny that when you first told people that we were engaged, they thought you and Fluffy were engaged.
Oh, for quite a while. It was kind of funny.
Why is this not loading? I know I'm connected to the internet. I've played on here before, and I'm on Discord.
Okay, so I'm knitting socks in the rainbow.
I love socks. You should give them to your uncle.
Perky, you're even turning the socks gay.
Oh, I know. That's because I looked their direction. It's like, oh, well, I like male socks now.
Look, Uncle, this is for when your kids are gay.
I know I'm a left sock, but I have a weird attraction to another pair of left socks because socks are definitely one-sided.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Why is this not working?
I mean, Roll20 gave me a red flag when I first tried to log in, and I had to reload the webpage.
Look at my socks.
Nice.
We talking the big pair of
You're
socks?
so
or-
good at knitting. I can't knit.
No, the rainbow socks that I'm working on, babe. You know the yarn that I got?
Oh, no, I know. I just didn't know if you posted a picture of the big socks that you made.
I did not.
Sock.
They're more like home booties.
So I don't know what all type of yarn you guys know about, but it's called it's the thick like yarn like for wool from Wool Easy that you make hats out of. I made Robert a pair of Celtic knot socks.
Oh, cute. Is that the ones you sent the picture of?
Yeah.
Very cute.
When she first handed them to me, I'm like, these are like, what are they, home booties or socks? She's like, they're socks. I'm like, there's no way these are fitting inside of shoes.
They're house socks because you won't wear house booties.
Yeah, I don't care too much for slippers.
I like slippers.
I'm wearing slippers
Slippers
right
are
now.
nice. All right. So, are y'all ready to play the Dungeons and the Dragons game?
Mm,
I'm here for
If
Dungeons
not, we
and
can
Dorks.
continue.
I heard it was done through satanic ritual, though.
Yeah,
true.
very true. So, who here brought the ritual sacrifice?
I
I knew I
volunteer
was
as
doing
true.
something.
You're not. If anything, we're sacrificing Luna.
Nah, she's too sweet. It's gonna be Kovu.
No. Coda then.
Okay.
Fine. We can finally sacrifice the dog from the Strahd campaign.
No, we're gonna sacrifice. We're gonna sacrifice
Because
Piggy.
apparently not sacrificing it was a bad idea.
Sacrifice Piggy, put her out of her misery.
Okay, let's get this party started.
I don't
Okay,
like this music.
Dance party.
It's unsettling.
Alright. So, when we last left off, I completely forgot what we were doing because it's been so long.
We killed all the orcs, we packed up in the cart, and we're getting ready to go to Phandalin.
Yeah, I don't think we
That's
actually.
correct.
I don't think we actually left the cave yet.
Yeah.
No, not yet. I was gonna run back inside and take the head off the ogre, because...
Ogre, yeah.
I don't know, my first question is gonna be, when they got resurrected, did their bodies go all zombie, or simply did they just stand back up?
They just stood back up.
Then yes, I'm gonna go
Yes,
chop his head
they
off.
rapidly started decaying.
I mean, necromancy is necromancy, you never know.
True. Yeah, you chop off the head and you slap it into the cart, I guess.
Because yeah, like I'm like, you know, sometimes they have magical properties, their teeth or whatever, but I'm also like, well, Witcher vibes. I'm gonna carry around things, and if you carry around a head of an ogre, things are gonna look at you and be like, I don't want to mess with that guy.
That is true. That is very true. So, when we last left off, that happened. I do believe you were on your way back to Phandalin. As Perky had said. Got a question. Do you want me to roll random encounters, or do you just want to be there? Random encounters could mean more loot. Could mean more stuff and the ability to try out your things, but
I'm kind of feeling rando.
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling rando.
Like it's
Just
one of
remember-
those. It's been a while. Let's effing go.
Just
All right,
remember,
time
if
to break
anything
out
looks a little bit
that
too
thing.
sketchy, remember, we are Brock.
All right. So,
I'm definitely down to get
Well-
this party going. All right, remember, Ginkgo scout ahead. Yeah, that thing.
all right.
Yeah, okay.
Considering the off-road capabilities of a certain wagon driver,
Yo,
it'll be 9 hexes, which means you're going to take 2 days to get there. If I did my math, no, 3 days to get there, because you guys go at so you go at normal pace.
yeah, we ain't sprinting that.
Yeah. So, for the first day, would somebody like to roll me 2d20?
This is either really, really great or god awful. I have no idea. This could be the greatest thing ever, or we're all dead.
Oh my god.
And that's the only 20 we're gonna see for the next 4 hours.
Oh shit! No, remember that meme I posted
Damn,
about?
220s.
We got the greatest prize of them all.
Well, I need to grab the book real quick because
we're
that's
so
definitely
nine.
going to be something that
That's oh shit!
I'm going to have to make a thing for.
Well, we're dead.
You stumble
Been a good
upon a
run.
gigantic treasure chest.
It's a mimic.
For the where is the book? Where is it? Where is it? Where are we? Oh, it's right there. Duh. I'm blind.
You never know,
Congratulations,
if I had to roll,
guys.
Venom Fang could come
Blind.
back and be like, "There's no corpses where you told him I was. I want yours now."
Yep, that's exactly what it is. You guys are going to be fighting not just Venom Fang, but Venom Fang's dad.
I volunteer as tribute. Don't kill my friends.
You, how cute! You think that you're worth your friends' lives?
We are steamed broccoli.
No, but if he's eating me, that gives time for them to run. So it's a
How
possibility.
cute! You don't. How cute! You think that they can't just kill you all in one single turn?
But no.
I was already
Well-
hiding.
What are the bullshit chances of the first roll being a double nat 20?
I mean, it's 5% chance, so 5% chance or times 5% chance.
It's really low.
Low, but it's not unheard of.
I mean, we used to play the 320s on a hit automatic kill. We've seen it once. I've seen it once.
I have heard of that. It's crit, confirmed to crit. Oh, you crit again on your confirmed crit. Roll one more time.
Yep, pretty much.
All
However,
right,
I've also seen the 3 1s in a row, which we had the house rule that since you get the auto kill, you also somehow die if you roll 3 1s in a row.
you become a red shirt for a day.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, so for the, and then I'm gonna need another 2d20 for the second day.
No, Obi. Don't.
Nobody doesn't get. Oh god. Okay,
And then I'm going to need a single for the third. All right, I need one of y'all to roll me 4d12. This is what rolling random encounters is like behind the screen. It's terrible. I hate it.
He has like 15 charts he has to go through.
I do. Alright. Dot and dot. And dot homes dot. Oh, that's going to be an interesting one for you on that.
That was definitely Obi's 40.
Okay, Erzagos would like to. Oh wait.
All right. Let me set up the thing. You all can talk amongst yourselves while I prepare your encounter.
That's never good.
I'm eating mac and cheese because it's my last meal.
That would
That's a good
be
last
a
meal.
very...
I'm just knitting to save my the dragons or whatever's going to try and kill us goes, oh, she's cute while she's knitting, and leave me alone.
Everybody think broccoli.
Hey, Perky, do you know what January the 4th is, apparently?
No.
Jay's cousin's birthday.
No, the 25th anniversary of Ed, Edd n Eddy.
I feel old. No, I'm just sitting here picturing, like, we're all in the car, like, okay, let's go, and my guy just, like, hops out, like, hold on, I forgot something, goes in there, chops off the ogre head, just comes back, throws it in the car, like, okay, let's go. I forgot a thing. Have you even gotten around to watching, like, the fan-made Ed, Edd n Eddy yet?
No.
It's actually not too bad.
All right. So, for the first one, I'm almost done. And while you guys are facing the first one, I can just jump to a second map and work on the second one. Haha, DM stuff. Where are the enemies? Here we are, creatures. And finally, I do apologize about this wait.
No worries.
So since we're
So-
talking loot and stuff, what stat goes towards, like, haggling? Like, what would allow you to haggle?
Charisma.
Cool.
If anybody wants to see the like sock patterns like that, a picture of like the completed socks, I put in the links in Discord.
Nice. All right, so, Ginkgo, you are scouting ahead as per usual, correct?
That is correct. Do I need to roll a stealth? Unless there's
Yes,
giant dragons, apparently, Brian said.
I would very much like you to roll me some stealth.
Okay, I'm going to
And
use a
throw in a
Kenku recall.
perception as well.
Okay, I'm going to do Kenku recall because this feels for my stealth because I feel risky and yeah, so I'm going to do that with advantage for stealth because I am proficient in stealth, so I'm going to roll that first.
Okay, 15.
Oh god, I wish that was better. And then you said a perception?
Yeah, see what all you see. Stealthing ahead,
Terrifying.
the only thing that catches your eye as you're scouting around, going ahead, is there seems to be a person praying at a grave site up ahead. Seems to be a set of 3 headstones on top of what looks to be a set of winding cliff faces up to the top of what seems to be like a little clearing. Nothing really of note.
So do I recognize what type of humanoid it is, or not from this distance?
Not from this distance. They seem to be wearing mourning clothes, a lot of black, cloak over their head. Seem to be praying. You can't really make out what they're saying.
I'm going to not approach them, but I do want to get kind of a better look. So, they're kind of off the road. I'm gonna. I don't want to creep up on them, but I want to try and get close enough, still in stealth, just to see if I can recognize a language or anything. But definitely like keep distance, especially if someone's in mourning. I do not want to approach them right off the bat. I just kind of want to see if I recognize language.
What languages do you speak?
Common, Goblin, and Sylvan.
You don't understand the language they're praying in.
Have I heard the language before? Because we've approached ogres, we've approached orcs. Okay, history check. Okay.
Yeah. See if you can recall this information. Yes, you have heard it before. They seem to be praying in a language that is, similar to that of how to word, similar to the language Jiraxis speaks when he gets angry.
Oh, so like abyssal, or no?
In order to get to this point, you are exceedingly close to them, by the way.
Yeah, I'm creeping away.
You're creeping away.
I am getting away.
Yeah.
I am trying to be as quiet as possible. And I'm going to go report to the group that there's someone praying in a language that,
Actually, in order to get that close, you would recognize, like, you'd be able to see what who they are, like what they look like. You would recognize that they are a tiefling, similar to that of
Draxus, you're people, man.
I have friend.
because I know, I might not be the strongest person. I'm aware that if I even approach this person, they may attack. I might not survive. I'm going to report to the group because it is a tiefling, and I don't know their strength, and I don't know if there are more of them. I'm gonna go back to the group and report what I saw.
Yeah.
Let them decide what we want to do. Normally, I would want to comfort them, but I don't know if this is a trap or what. So I found a tiefling, guys. I found a tiefling. They were at a gravesite. There were 3 headstones. Yeah.
Well, we will continue on our way, but we will be cautious on moving through, both in case anything occurs, and then also to show our respects if they are mourning the loss of family or friends.
I mean, if it's a tiefling, it might be somebody I know.
If you care to interact, I mean, it is a call of your own. Just do beware of, we are strangers to them.
I mean, I feel like it'd be like our duty to go and say a prayer with them. do something like that. If you guys feel the same way, I mean, I'm not gonna walk up there by myself. Heavens knows.
You do make a striking argument. I would have to feel like I'd have to agree.
Any objections? I mean, I could walk up there first, tiefling to tiefling.
You do whatever you see fit.
The fact this is a random encounter, I'm fucking unsure what to do.
Like, it could be just fine,
Okay.
or they could turn around and try to murder us and do who knows what.
Yeah, random encounters don't have to be
Yeah,
violent.
that's what I'm saying. Not all random encounters are bad. The 220s could be like we meet a new ally who like gives us supplies or something. I don't know.
Yeah, could be.
All things are possible.
I vote for going and at least saying hi, offering a prayer. It's the nice thing to do if somebody loses somebody.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
The cat Paddlin has arrived.
All right, so you're going to go and attempt to encounter this person, yeah?
Yeah, I'll walk
Yes.
up first and try to
Keep your
understand what
weapons holstered or whatever. Do not approach in any aggressive manner.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So let me grab out their token. So let me drag you all to the that's not what I wanted to do. All right. Oh. Sorry. I'm struggling with my computer right now. All right. Actually, I just realized I can just drag you to the map, then tell you to put your tokens down. Roll 20. Stop fighting with me. It did not put it on it. Nope. Too far. I hate Roll20's new UI. I hate it with a burning passion. I hate it. It will not let me drag you to the map.
Hate. Double hate.
Loads.
Loads entirely.
There we go. Yeah, if you'd like to just get yourselves up on that map.
I don't know how to do that.
I got you.
Sorry, I was struggle busting real hard trying to get.
I'm still trying to figure it out.
Drag your name, not the token. Like, drag your name, not the image.
Well, child is being murdered.
Yep.
What?
Oh,
Jay's little brother is being murdered.
Yeah.
Probably by his mother.
Probably.
He's yelling and carrying on in the background, in the downstairs. What? Are you cute? Oh, big stretch.
All right. So, as you all pull your card up, it seems that whoever this person is that is mourning up there, seems that whatever prayer they were saying is coming to an end, and they stand up and kind of put their hand on the gravestone. What are you all doing?
I am just kind of standing there, trying to be reverent and respectful, just head bowed.
I guess Draxus and I should walk up there and be the holy people.
I was gonna say, is the default tiefling language is that abyssal? Is that infernal?
Infernal.
Because as we were walking up, I was gonna call out to her like in infernal, like in our language, so that she knows we're there. Like not like aggressively, just like, hi. Like we were passing by, we noticed you were grieving, came to offer our condolences as well.
All right. How close are you getting? Are you like at the foot of this thing, calling up at them, or are you actually walking up to them?
Like slowly making our way up until like pause at the bottom of the hill, not like all the way up until they look at us and say something.
They turn and Drexus, they almost look a lot like you. Not exactly one-to-one, but like maybe like a distant ancestor sort of thing. Oh, not even distant. Maybe like you guys could share the same grandfather, maybe. That sort of close.
I'm gonna stay by the road just so that like this tiefling doesn't think like we're trying to ambush them. Just like, stay by the road with the cart. So it's like, yeah, our holy people went to say hi to you. We're chilling back here, minding our own business.
I'll stay with Game.
Throw some air quotes on the holy for me, apparently.
Yeah, Draxus, as you call out to them, are you speaking in Infernal?
Yes.
They would turn back. You see that they're holding their holy symbol in their hand. They actually have one around their neck. They look over at you and kind of look you up and down.
Can I make a religion check?
Make me a perception check and then a religion check to see if you even see it, because it's a distance. You're not exactly close enough to really get a good look. 15 will do. Yeah, make me a religion. A 10. Considering it's one of the more main deities in the pantheons, I'll give this to you. It's not a big thing, but 10 would probably be the exact number you needed for it. The tiefling up there seems to be holding a holy symbol of Asmodeus.
Oh, my dear madam, we did not mean to oppose. I do wish you the greatest of evenings and days. We shall be carrying upon on our way.
The tiefling puts out a hand.
Yeah, Modius is like a prince of hell, isn't he?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
You do
Yes.
not need to leave. I do not wish you any harm.
Lucifer.
I was simply just mourning some fallen companions of mine. You can come sit, if you'd like.
I know Lothar's not gonna want to, but I will go up and sit with her.
Very well. We shall come and accompany you in your time of need.
Draxus and Lothar, this is a he, not a her.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, I thought you said
It's-
she. My bad.
I thought
No.
I heard she earlier too. My bad.
Yeah, this individual smiles at you. He gestures that you all sit and kind of looks at the graves. Says, "You all seem to be adventurers, no? I can tell your companions are at the cart down there."
Yes, sir. That is correct. We did not feel like it was appropriate for a mass entourage to come upon you so abruptly.
He kind of looks to you. "You don't need to be so polite around me. I'm not going to bite."
My sir, this is not me being polite around you. This is just my natural demeanor.
You get
A
used to it
polite
after a while.
gentleman. Well, let me share something with you from a seasoned adventurer to what I assume is a group starting out. You don't look quite so decked out in bedazzling gold and jewels or shining magical items, save for that sword on your back. He nods to you, Draxus.
Well, gold and shiny things aren't what will always protect you in the end.
But gold and shiny things can buy people to help out in your journeys. And more arms in the battle can certainly sway it.
I guess it's a fair point.
He kind of looks back to the graves. Make sure that you the companions you travel with are the ones that you want by your side. Otherwise, one day they might find their own way, and they might disagree with you on some things.
Is that who
Make
you
sure
lost,
that-
fellow travelers?
Make sure that your traveling companions don't hide any ill will towards you, or a dagger in the back might be what you wake up to. Simple
Now,
things can
If I may be so bold, was it a dagger placed into your back or to theirs?
into mine.
And I take it by the situation in which we are in, they were ill successful.
Unfortunately, I still do miss them. They were my friends.
Oh, even a ill-gotten lover is still a lover once prior.
They kind of like rub their hand on the main gravestone there. You would notice that the writing in the gravestones, Draxus, is in Infernal.
Do they just say names, or is there something else important?
Yes, it does have a name. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, what is the name? Would I know the name?
The name would not ring true to like, oh yes, I know this name. They are da 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 da. But you would see that on it says, "To Fancy, I wish that we have been on better terms." That's it. You would know, Draxus, because you are a tiefling. A lot of tieflings forego their given names, their infernal given names, for a name that they choose for themselves, generally of what they would like to portray about themselves, or a virtue that they might uphold.
I did not know that. Now I feel the need to figure out something other name for myself now.
It's
Timothy.
just a thing that happens with some tieflings.
I was gonna say, I guess they would have to go for something easier to say if they wanted to be known in the common world.
Yeah. Some people are not too keen of walking up to the butcher and buying meat from Gorthorthorkia.
Yeah, you just be like, "You're Gorp now." That's
Because they have
Yeah.
no class, is what it is.
Hey, my horns are elegant, okay?
I'm gonna paint him in your sleep.
That would be hilarious. Well, we just came to offer our condolences. We'll allow you to grieve in private. Just wanted to see if you were doing okay.
I'll do fine. He switches to Infernal at this point and seems to focus on you, Draxus. Says, "My brother, I would like to share a word with you privately." He kind of looks over at Lothar.
I'll
Don't
look
be
at
racist.
Lothar and just be like, "We're gonna share a moment, tiefling to tiefling, at the graves. You can wait down by the cart. I'm not in any danger here."
I mean, not to impose into a private matter of a cultural setting. So I shall see myself away. It was an absolute pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm sorry for the situations in which you have been placed into, and I do wish you the best going forward.
He nods at you. I appreciate it.
I'm just picturing Lothar like Scooby-Doo running away.
I was literally like, only Eva could hear me as I was going away. I go, doot, 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 doot.
This tiefling seems to turn to you, Draxus, and says, "You are following a path that's dark. Be careful."
I am being cautious. It's just a path that is leading to what I need to gain in this life.
I thought the same thing.
You had heard what happened at Coneyberry, right?
They think for a minute and then they nod.
I was one of the few that got out of there. I think possibly even the only one, and this is just what is gaining me to be able to bring vengeance on the ones that did that to my family.
I'm not going to stop you.
I'm cautious.
I won't stop you. After all, I'm pretty sure my patron wouldn't loathe me and punish me for such a thing. But as somebody who has walked a similar path, from what I understand of what you're doing, I would only give this piece of advice. Make sure you don't fall so far that your friends need to turn against you.
I fear that's happened a couple of times, but I've lost my temper already. Can I ask you a question?
You may.
With your patron, like I'll slowly like take out my sword. Is there any secrets that you may be able to tell me about this? Something that I may not know.
May I see it?
I mean, I guess I could try to hand it to him. I know it doesn't like that.
Yeah, you go to hand it to him. Takes it just fine.
Creepy.
Kind of looks it over and looks at it for a little bit, kind of like inspecting the edges, and hands it back to you. I can't say I know too much, but I do know that whoever gave you this blade, they're the kind of person that, if you're going to go against them, I would highly recommend doing it before they have a full hold upon you.
I mean, so far all she's asked is I kill the wicked and give them to her.
And a slippery slope that shall be.
I appreciate it. Is there anything else that we can do for you?
No.
I go to give a handshake, like where you like grab their forearm.
You would grab this person's forearm, and they would kind of look at you for grabbing their forearm, and then they would grab your wrists, pull their hand back, and give you a handshake.
Wasn't that the way it was more so done back then? Like they grabbed the forearm, did like a little like handshake?
Between warriors.
Well, yes, but I mean,
looking
it's a
at
fighter.
Looking at this person, they were an adventurer. They were not a fighter.
Fair.
They have a very slight build.
Okay, I was like, well, I always thought like warrior to warrior, fighter to fighter. That's how you did it. You grabbed the forearm and did.
Yeah.
You did that to check that they were unarmed.
Were you trying to recreate that scene with Arnold Schwarzenegger going like, "You son of a bitch"?
No,
You do that to check if they have a weapon there. That's why you do that.
Oh, I did not know that. I watched too many movies. That's how they always did it. So I was like,
yeah, they do that because historically
so
you do that to
there's
check
no
if they're
blade
armed.
blade up the sleeve.
oh, see, I didn't know that.
It's kind of a I'm maybe not trusting you. Like that's what he would take it as I'm not trusting you to be unarmed. So I'm going to check for myself.
Okay,
He'd probably take it as hostile action.
Mulligan that as an unintelligent goof.
You son of a bitch.
Listen, I've also been rewatching Supernatural, and they do that a lot.
Hey, Perky. Speaking of, when we went to El Toro, did those tacos taste funny to you?
No, why?
It went over your head. I was making a Supernatural reference. The episode where like
You just watched that episode, babe, too.
Oh, right, yes, the freaking Groundhog Day episode where he choked on the taco.
The moment.
But, like, after giving him a handshake, I'd go to the gravestones, put a small coin on top, you know, like how you're supposed to pay your respects, and then slowly make my way down.
Oh, yeah, you go your way down.
My dear Draxus, is everything okay?
Yeah, everything seems fine. I left a few tokens on the gravestones and gave him a handshake. Made my way back down here. He told me to be cautious of you guys and make sure you can always be trustworthy.
My dearest friend, I have shown nothing but the dear sincerity towards you this entire endeavor, and I do not plan on deviating from my plan.
Agreed.
I'm just gonna, like, jokingly tap Draxus on the, like, pat him on the shoulder and be like, you can always trust me, as, like, a smart-ass type of joking fun thing.
In the cart, carry on our way.
All right, yeah, you head up on your way. See, not every encounter is violent.
I can't believe I didn't know that was actually an insult this entire freaking time with the main medieval movies as I watch.
I mean, it's not like an insult because you would also do it like a captain of the guard to the knight serving under him. Like it is kind of, but like if you're doing it to someone you don't know, it's definitely a hey, we both know why we're doing this.
And the reason why in Supernatural they do it a lot. It's because they're technically warriors, so there's just a warrior greeting a warrior.
I always just thought that's how they did it in medieval times, was like handshake wise.
That's my purse, and I don't know you. All right. Are we setting up camp for the night then? I guess.
Yeah. Oh,
I
sorry.
mean, how many
Let's
more
do one
squares?
further.
We got one further. Okay, yeah.
I just moved you out of simplicity. Yeah. You rest for the night. Who's going to be taking first watch?
You
I'll
know,
do it.
yo. You know your boy Lothar and Ginkgo gonna be holding it down.
Okay, they can do first watch. I'll take second.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I was just prepping that. My bad. No, we can take second.
That was the slow okay for me. I'll take fourth.
All right. So instead, Lothar is going first.
Nah, Obi's gonna go first. Ginkgo and
Obi
Lothar will
first.
go second. Yeah.
So
I was just
Obi
prepping
first.
my DJ voice.
Lothar second. Who third?
I'll take third.
Drax 3. And then who was fourth?
Me. Triss.
Chris. 4. All right.
I'll set up my big fancy 2-person tent. Let Lennar bunk with me.
All right. Whoops. All right. Obi, as everyone goes to rest for the night and you are put on first watch, make me a perception check. All right. The camp is cold, it's quiet. You're at the foot of the Sword Mountains. You look around, it's quiet. It's cold. It's very cold. Obi, what are you wearing?
What do you mean? What am I wearing?
What sort of clothes and gear does your character wear?
Other than his common clothing, he's just got leather armor on.
What's your common clothing like? Well, describe it to me.
What's it like?
Yeah.
An assortment of fine leathers that his wife's crafted. The edges of the shoulders and around the waist still have fur on them from the creature that they were taken from. Not overly complicated, just kind of basic. His arms are a little bit exposed, but other than that, everything else is covered.
All right. So leather is nice and warm. Till it's not. And then it gets cold. And then it gets very cold and hard against your skin. Very cold and hard against your skin. In fact, looking around, the air is becoming so frigid that there are leaves beginning to frost over.
We're about to be a necromancer, aren't we?
What was that?
We're about to meet like some like necromancer, some type of like
I was thinking
undead
like an
ghost
ice
thing.
witch, like yokai.
Or like a reaper.
The entire party wakes up suddenly as not only does the cold make your sleep difficult,
I am covered in a natural down blanket, sir.
even for
Sorry,
you.
it was funny to me.
Birds do fly south for the winter.
Not all of them.
I'm snuggling on this natural down blanket.
Hold on, where's my girth row?
Where's your girth row?
I'm half dead. I'm already cold.
I actually have a winter blanket in my inventory, just as a heads up. I don't know why, but I have one. It's like the second item in my inventory.
So, each of you would wake up to a rather loud noise, similar to that which you had heard before when you had met a certain young green dragon.
No. Broccoli, everybody.
I don't want to be broccoli no
Think
more.
green.
I
Green.
just want to be on the record. I'm sure I say I'm not there, right? Like I feel like I.
Everybody find a cave.
So, as you are
Sorry, babe.
looking around for whatever this loud roar is, it dawns on you that it is the roar, the guttural, primal roar of a dragon. Looking ahead, you see, silhouetted by the moonlight, a white frame, beating wings, and what looks like a trail of stardust going behind it. But it dawns on you it is not stardust, it is ice shards.
It's a motherfucking white dragon.
Are they
Okay,
good?
I know how
Passes over
deadly
you.
a green dragon is. A white dragon worse
Ice.
than a green dragon?
It's just different element. So
Is it
I mean,
nice at least?
I mean, they don't have to be evil, but they probably are.
And it passes over you all as it flies up to the top of the mountain.
Yep. Guess who's not? Oh no! Old military encampment? Hell no! It can have it. It's that's theirs now.
It's a good thing we didn't go up there.
No shit.
It takes perhaps an entire hour before the heat comes back to your camp. Even with a crackling fire between you all.
We all should just, snuggle up for warmth.
I like snuggles.
Yeah, but you're as cold as a corpse.
When I was in the military,
Fuck you.
we call this nuts to butts. Everybody snuggle together and stay warm.
Everybody
Nuts
cuddle
to
my
butts.
sword. My sword gives off warmth.
What?
Your
There's
sword gives
a
off warmth. Yes, it does.
My sir, with all due respect, hell no.
Hells. Multiple. There's 9 of them.
I'm just picturing myself like naked, just clinging to the sword for warmth.
I
was
have
about
pooped
to
up all
say-
my feathers.
I was about to say, you know, let's all be like Jacob and Bella and Edward. You could get warmer if you're naked faster.
I mean, it's true.
I poof up all my feathers, so I insulate even better. I have my winter blanket, and I cuddle my husband because he gets cold.
As Obi's watch ends, as warmth begins to return to you all, Lothar, it is your turn. What would you like to do on your watch?
Am I allowed to cry as a free action?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna cry real quick.
Your tears freeze to your face.
Yep, I figured it, but it's an action I was willing to take. I'm going to. We got a fire going, right?
Yes.
All right, cool. So that motherfucker's gonna come down. It would have already come down. All right, I'm gonna cast light on my shield, but I'm going to make it a red hue so it doesn't give off a really large luminous light, but enough so that I can see in the dark.
All right. So yeah, you can cast light, so you can see in the dark. Can you roll me a perception check
Am I with him? Right?
if
Wait,
you'd like to give advantage by joining?
Yeah.
question. Is Saphira okay in my ring? Like, or is she
Yeah.
like freezing to death?
It's like a Pokeball.
Okay, cool.
The pocket dimension thing. She's fine.
I don't think you needed that extra advantage.
Gave me one more.
It was the first roll you did. The second roll was worse.
Valid.
With a 24. Looking around, definitely on high alert after encountering that. You would realize that the wilderness around you is deathly quiet. As if there was an apex predator that came through and scared literally everything back into their holes.
Yeah, it was dragon.
Looking up at the peak of the mountain, you see the silhouette far off in the distance, almost the size of a bird that would have been on a nearby tree in comparison. Seem to fly towards the old military encampment, land, and disappear.
Yep, they can keep that entire area.
Hey,
We don't need that in our life. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nope.
not yet.
Or ever.
I was gonna
Dragons,
say,
even at high levels, are not fun.
I'm cool never fighting it, ever.
Especially certain types of dragons, like
Especially
white.
white dragon. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. It's like
The
especially
only
those.
thing I don't want to fight is a false Hydra.
All I want is to adopt an orphan owlbear.
Can I just run into a gold dragon
Me
and then we
too.
could become best friends?
Gold Dragon would not see you as a friend. They would see you as a fun little toy at most. They treat their toys well.
Are there any good
but you're a toy.
dragons?
There are good dragons.
I want
And
a
there are
good
some
dragon.
bad dragons.
There are also bad dragons.
But the question is Venom Fang part of the main story? Is that something we're gonna have to cross at some point?
We don't know that.
You don't know that.
Can we meet Hubs?
In We Meet Hubs? What?
I want a bad dragon.
Can we
though.
meet Hubs?
Moving on from that comment.
Fluffy made the comment earlier. Nobody heard it, so I was just referring it.
No, I heard it. I ignored it.
Juraxis, eventually comes time for your ship. Lothar would wake up alongside you and ask if you would like some help.
But Lothar just did his watch.
Draxus. Or not
Yeah.
Lothar, why did I say Lothar? I'm
You mean
sorry.
Lennar?
Lennar, yes. Similar names.
Yeah, he can come keep me company, and he can blow little fireballs, try to keep us warm.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. He's like trying to focus on his fire, his magic fire, to like keep the warmth in the area. Because Lothar, you would notice at the end of your shift, the cold seems to be setting in around the area.
I'll cuddle my sword.
It's not so unbearable, but it's there.
It's uncomfortable.
It's like being outside during late fall. It's not, I need to go inside now, but it's, I don't want to be outside long. So you take your watch with a 22 It is still deathly quiet.
While taking my watch and I'm like wandering the outskirts of the camp, can I keep an eye out for any herbs and stuff that might help me make like my soap and the alchemist fire, since I now know what that takes?
Yeah.
If they're not frozen and broken.
Make me a alchemist tools check with intelligence or wisdom.
I'm gonna like step out real quick because my mom called me and the puppies went on, so I just want to make sure my mom's okay.
Okay.
How do I add that to my character sheet that's never been on here yet?
Right here.
Just roll a d20, add 2, and then also add your intelligence or your wisdom modifier.
Alright, you said intelligence or wisdom. Let's see. Okay, so wisdom would be a 3, so that'd be 13.
13. Looking around, you would see that, one, you already have all the stuff that you need for soap already with you. There's a fire that is now ash. Probably needs to be relit for your next companion, but you can harvest some of the ash. There's definitely a lot of fat in that ogre head, and amongst other things. You just need something to scent it with, as well as probably a few other reagents, but you could probably get those in town. As for alchemist fire, you would not know. You would not see anything for that. Not with 13.
Even if I did, it's probably frozen in dust now.
But no, that's your watch. And finally, Triss.
Mm-hmm. It's perception. My sheet's not loading. There we go. I distracted.
Yeah, you're a little bit distracted over the fact that there was a dragon that flew ahead. You're kind of watching out towards where they came from. And only where they came from.
Oops.
Which isn't a good thing, considering...
Oops.
Let me see what all's in your inventory.
Why?
Nothing.
No. Don't you take anything important. I will cut you.
Okie doke.
No.
Yeah, nothing seems to be amiss.
What did you take?
You won't know until you try to find it. In the worst time.
Did you remove it from my thing?
No, I did not.
Then you didn't take anything.
You're right. I, the GM, did not take anything from your
I
sheet.
hate you. Hate, loathe entirely.
All right. As dawn breaks and the party wakes up, it would almost look like 1,000 diamonds strewn, I can speak, across the landscape around you as frost has formed and has turned the area into a pale white and blue sparkling wonderland.
I'm going to take a quick moment to frolic.
Yeah, you frolic, and then you realize that frozen grass really hurts on your feet because it's sharp. It's not enough to physically, like, mechanically take hit points, but, like, it hurts.
Hate snow.
It's not snow so much as a flash freeze.
Hate it all.
Well, it's been good. Let's get going.
In the morning light, you would see that there seems to be clouds around the encampment.
I feel like some of y'all
You may continue along your way.
Yeah, I'm about to say some of y'all ain't moving fast enough. Let's go.
Would you like to cuddle my sword as you drive? It's warm.
I will tell you now, there is going to be no more encounters as you get to Vandalin. You rolled only those 2 first day encounters.
Oh, thank God.
I blame Obi for the dragon.
Really?
And now back to the lab again. You guys are in Vandalin.
Well, it is time to...
Cool.
No, we need to start selling off some stuff, bartering stuff.
That's Coneyberry. Thank you, game.
I need to get stuff for jewelry making.
Have I been to Vandalin?
You've been to Oh, no, you've not been to
You have
Vandalin
not.
at all.
I have been here once. One day.
Like, not in this game, but like ever.
I don't know if you've been in Vandalin, if I've done a game with Vandalin in it.
No, has Triss ever been to Vandalin?
Oh, I thought you
Pre-game.
Gotcha. You would know of Vandalin. It's a town that sprung up from a old ruins of another town. And, like, beyond that, it's not really something that is of major interest, other than perhaps a stopping point. If you feel like you've been to Vandalin before, it probably would have been for, like, there's a bed for the night sort of thing.
I don't think I've been. I don't think it fits.
I was going to say, it wouldn't have been I have friends here, because you, from
It's
your
a human
backstory,
town.
you don't.
Human
No
town.
friends.
No.
And I don't like humans.
Yeah, and the majority of the town here is human. Or human
I was
adjacent.
raised to not like humans, but anyway.
I mean, to be fair, humans are atrocious.
Yeah. Vermin.
Obi, I need to see your wife.
Whoa.
Excuse me?
I have another head that needs tanned.
Excuse me?
Yeah, that.
None of those sounded right.
And I don't know about you, but I need to have a second coming on the arm wrestling match.
Excuse me?
Stop talking.
I'm phrasing it that way on purpose afterwards.
Hey. What am I gonna do with you?
Kick him in the crotch and run?
That sounds like a splendid idea. Jorax, just get over here.
Okay, I'm back.
And
What did I
kneel
miss?
down for a little bit.
Draxus is coming on to Obi's wife.
Yep.
No, not per se.
What the fuck?
I just have another head that needs tanned, okay?
Oh my god.
And a second coming of an arm wrestling match.
When we first met, she challenged me to an arm wrestling match, and I lost horribly.
I told you, she's the arm wrestling champion of Vandalin. And you thought it was a good idea to go against her.
Hey, listen, I'm just saying, if I can beat her, maybe I'll get this one tanned for free.
Although the good part about that arm wrestling contest is I got turned on.
And now he's expecting another kid. I'm kidding.
Yes, lead the way. Lead the way.
Apparently, Covington likes mashed potatoes.
Potato.
Just like
All right.
the orc.
Going to the smithy, Drax is out of character. You just want to get the head done, or is there anything else that you want?
No, just get the head done. I was gonna like literally jokingly say if I can beat you in an arm wrestling match, does this one get done for free?
And yeah, I'll pull up her thing. She'd smile and say, "You think you're going to beat me in an arm wrestling contest? You really think? Didn't I kick your butt the first time?"
Hey, second time's the charm. You never know. We've done more adventure, and I've done more sword swinging.
Well, if Obi's anything to go with, if you're wanting to charm, then you're going to have to go for about 13. How long was it before you finally got me to say yes to a date?
I lost track after 20.
Yeah. But all right, how about this? You beat me in an arm wrestling contest. Won't do it for free. But we'll do it for less. But if I win, when I win, you're gonna have to pay me more.
Sounds like
20%.
Sounds like a deal.
Either way.
I have to take it because Drax has a gambling addiction, so he has to take it.
All right.
Opie just
She
grabs a
smiles.
chair and plants it across from to Watt.
She smiles, gets set off the table. All right. Let's do this. And just like before, it's going to be a back and forth for a bit. Not just one rule. So, on your marks, get set. Athletics check. I will not be allowing you to do your guidance throughout all this, so it's just the first one.
I figured.
You start pushing her down. She kind of looks at you a little bit surprised, like, "Oh, you started to bulk up a little."
Ask him a big, fangy, toothy grin.
She gives you a big grin back. All right. I'm gonna have to get serious. Again. Oh, she tried getting serious, but you just eke out above. You're starting to push her down. It's almost down. She's almost beaten. One more time. And you beat her.
Haha!
Her hand slams against the table, and she looks at you as she pulls her hand away and kind of like flexes it a little bit. She kind of looks at you with respect. I think you're actually worth something this time.
This time? Hey, I saved his ass last time.
I thought that was just a joke.
I was like,
Now, how in the Bloodstone Hotel did you do that?
I just
Oh, we
flopped
kinda-
my ogre head up on the table. Haha!
Are you gonna get rid of that thing at some point?
No, I'm added to the collection. Alright, this makes 2.
Slowly lowers her shirt. That's how. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
God.
She takes a look at the ogre head. All right, this might take a couple of days. It's a little bit bigger than I'm used to. Same like the last one?
I would put Clark's head up next to it, just kind of smile. Yep, just like the last one.
All right. Well, I'm a woman of my word. You'll get it for 20% off.
So how much?
So that will be 16 silver.
I'll give her 20 as a tip.
So you paid her the exact amount that she was going to do if you just didn't gamble.
Whatever. I mean,
20 silver is 2 gold. Yeah. You get the head tanned. It will take a little bit. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm assuming that Phantomland doesn't have the means for us to really sell off all these weapons and armor and stuff.
Looks to Obi, who is the town smithy, and that would be his job.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I know somewhere that may be able to sell the stuff out.
Looks to Eldermath
Weapons
Orchard,
especially.
where the captain of the guard lives, who could possibly use some of that.
yeah, that's kind of what I was gonna do. Like, if nothing else, like also ask him if like we could basically like trade him some of the armor and weapons and stuff like that to like store our stuff there until we can. Because I don't necessarily want to store stuff if we end up using the manor. I don't want to necessarily store our stuff there until we have it more secured either. Well, we're gonna have to get some stuff off this cart.
were we not still melting it down to work towards the armor?
I still feel like that's still a little bit far enough in the future.
Fair.
Like,
I'm gonna go get a drink.
so I'm feeling like, yeah, because like we need to unload. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're nearing the edge of what this is worth, like what this can carry at the moment. And then also see Ellermath, see if he has a wagon that we can barter or buy off of him, and then replace the cart with a wagon.
You're away.
All right.
Maybe see if we can possibly buy, another horse in a wagon. Because right now we're pulling a cart with one horse, and we can sit there and pull a wagon with two. No, you don't want an oxen. You're gonna want a draft horse, ideally.
We also have those potions waiting on us down south too.
Yeah, I mean but we have gems that we can barter off and stuff like that instead of paying the cash money for it. I'm saying that we have a hefty amount on this cart at the moment.
I'm sure Lennar was just riding back there on a pile of swords.
More like great axes. There's only 4 swords back there. Jeez. 5 including a great sword. 18 great axes. A large morning star. So,
I'm gonna go. Also, after I get a drink, I'm gonna go buy me a winter jacket because I didn't like the cold experience. So I'm gonna buy me some winter shit.
All right.
We should probably also go to the mayor's and barter about the manor. About getting all this starting to get fixed.
Wait, what manor?
on the east side on the hill.
I missed a bunch of stuff.
Triss, you wouldn't have been here for this. So there is a manor up on the top of the hill.
Tressendar?
Tressendar Manor that is in ruins. And actually, what does anyone want to describe what all that's about to Triss in character?
Oh, it should definitely be Lothar. He's a better in-character voice.
My dear, so what had occurred in these moments was there was a band of ruffians that had taken over this manor. It was previously already in shambles, and they were causing great mayhem and destruction in the area. We did infiltrate there, and we did rid it of said evildoers of sorts. We did not capture or detain all of them. There were a few that did get away. namely one of them, an old war friend of mine, who seems that his mind has wandered to darker ways, and it does bother me greatly. Um, but we have thought of possibilities of fixing it slightly so that we may have a place of residence in a centralized location inside of this fair city, which is trying to pick its legs back up from itself and move on forward and become just a little bit more prosperous.
And we're allowed to have it?
That is
Do we
unsure at the moment.
purchase it? Mm-hmm.
Maybe if we begin with a slight lease of sorts, maybe a rent to own. I mean, my credit is not that bad. I feel like should be able to get a decent rate. I also feel if we help with the reconstruction of this fair town, it might show favor in us being able to attain it.
Hmm.
So yeah, you would understand Lothar being a fairly, actually in Ginkgo too, fairly wise and smart individuals. Uh, Purchasing property would be done through the uh, mayor or the head of the city,
Yeah, probably magistrate.
the magistrate, because that's how they get their taxes as well. It's sort of a if you want to live here, come through us. We're okay with it, but no, you're going to be getting taxed.
Oh yeah, no, I mean yeah, I'd have no belief that we would somehow like be like, wow, you seem like really great people. Here's this giant thing. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good day.
I mean, we did save the town.
Okay, yeah, okay, because that's how it works in any worlds.
I mean, it should give us a
Bitches,
discount.
bitches got to pay. Yeah, like I said, we might be able to lease.
So first stop, Mayor's Hall, then to figure out who we can sell all this to.
I'd almost try to see who we can sell it all to before that, because that way we have more liquidable asset.
Fair, fair. Gold talks a lot easier than gems.
I mean, I can sit there and be like, "Hey, look, here's all the." I mean, you could sit there and use it as a bartering tool that we can outfit, the town's militia with it.
That too. I mean, also the guy proved he's already not the greatest of people, so shiny gems on his table might speak louder than gold. But you're the veteran. You might know better than me. My town burned down. I've been wandering.
All right, my dear Tris, where might we be able to attain some value for some things in which we have that you know of?
Uh, not here. I've never been to Vandalin, is it?
Yeah, Fandolin.
Uh, Anything worth selling? Uh, I probably know some people at my people's war camp, but I haven't been back in years, so I couldn't tell you who is still there and who would even want to trade.
That's
Definitely
fair.
not with the women, but
I understand. We'll see what we can get monetarily here at the current moment. Um, let me go and see my dear old friend and see if I can talk to him first.
Mhm. All right, Lothar, you're going to the town master's hall for which for Sildar, or are you going to Eldermath for?
Eldermath, right? Oh no, Sildar's the yeah, Eldermath just does the orchard. Yeah, let me go to Sildar.
I was going to say Sildar and Eldermath are both old war buddies of
Yeah,
yours.
no, yeah. Sorry, I was.
So I had to make sure.
Yeah, so yeah, Sildar, because he's the town militia.
He's the acting head of the town at the moment,
Okay,
till
even better.
things are cleared up.
Even better.
Yeah, Harbin Wester's not a fit person to be in charge at the moment.
I could have
while
told you
Lothar's
that.
doing that, what are the rest of you doing? We'll start with Scarlet. What are you doing?
I'm gonna go get a drink. I'm guessing that is at
Stonehill?
Yep, Stonehill Inn.
Mm-hmm. All right. Ginkgo, what are you doing?
I've only been in this town once, and that was passing because I heard my husband was nearby. I am gonna try and get some more gold thread stuff, whatever, for jewelry, for more of the jewelry making. See if they have anything like that.
All right.
Also, I'm gonna get some leather wraps for my feet while they're still a little raw from the. Just some strips of leather I'm gonna wrap around my claws, my toes, my toesies.
All right.
Little tiny booties.
Booties would be easy enough to grab. You could do that either the smithy for like some leather wraps, or you could probably go to like the Miners Exchange or even Lion Shield Coster. Hell, you could probably go to Barthen's Provisions and get any of those. Like, they all have leather. It's not exactly a rare commodity.
I also want to get stuff for potion making too, because I have herbalism, I think.
Yeah, potion making. I do believe there's somebody who could help you with that here, but I'm blanking on which one that is.
I want to say Shrine of Luck. No.
I think it was Shrine of Luck, maybe.
The woodworker lady.
Oh, it was the woodworker. Yeah.
Yeah, because we were gonna try
right.
and buy some, get some more potions off of her.
Yeah, she's supposed to be making greater potions of healing too while we're gone.
And Triss, what were you wanting to do?
Is there anyone who would sell paints?
Paints. You could probably go to
Art supplies.
Shield. You go to Lion Shield Coster or Barthen's Provisions for those. Barthen's Provisions is local. Lion Shield Coster is a chain that moved in and is buying up a lot of the. They have it's like if a Walmart comes in, the mom and pop shops get run out of business, but they also have better stuff. Do you go to the Lion Shield Coster or the mom and pop?
Try to shop local where I can.
Then you'd go to Barthen's Provisions.
But if they have nothing, then I'll try the other place.
Fair enough.
I owe these people nothing.
And what were you doing, Draxus?
I was gonna go with Lothar, and then afterwards try to find stuff to go make the alchemist fire and all that.
All right, and Obi?
I'm just hanging out with my wife while she takes care of Drax's head.
Yeah, he's hanging out with his wife.
Head. Oh, duh.
Don't you touch my head.
Yeah, well, you already had your turn slamming my wife. It's mine.
Jeez.
All right, Triss, we're getting your paint first.
Just brushing over that.
Yeah, we're gonna brush right over that.
Fluffy's dying.
Serve some
All right.
right.
Triss, going to Barthen's Provisions.
Mhm.
You would. This is your first time here. It is entirely run by humans. So what is Triss's first? What would Triss be thinking? What is her first instinct as she sees two individuals? Let me pull up the two of them. Ander and Thistle. Ander and Thistle. And Elmar.
I need to zoom in.
Ander and Thistle are workers, and Elmar owns the place. I don't know if you can see
She
the...
would just try very hard to ghoul her features. Just, I am not my father, I am not my father, I am not my father, I am not my father. You don't know these people, I just over in the head. Hello there, how do you do? And then, like, this really weird, cheesy kind of, like, grimace grin.
Ander turns and he smiles and says, what voice did I give him? Crap. I'm blanking on what voice I gave him.
I mean, you could pick one because Triss has never met him before, so it's not like she would know.
Nope.
Yeah. How can I help you? What you looking for? That's Irish. I'm not gonna give him Irish.
Paint, art supplies.
Paints and art supplies. Let me look around. Hey, honey. Thistle looks over. Paint, art supplies, kids section. He's going to go over to what looks to be literally a kids section. Like there's toys and little stuffies and like you see a horse, like a little fake wooden horse head on a stick, some wooden swords and such. And he goes over and he looks around and he eventually comes out with what looks to be some paints.
I know nothing about paint quality. Do these seem like decent quality?
Make me an investigation check. Or if you have a painter's supplies as a...
I don't. They're not for me.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
gift.
then...
I only know Viol. You said investigation?
Yes.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's paint. It should do the job.
Does it at least look pretty? Like in a nice little box or something.
There's not a lot of colors there. The pigments are... I'm trying to think of pigments that they would have had for medieval times, because, like, not all the pigments are, like, purple. You're not getting purple. There's no way you're getting purple.
The cool colors is hard to come by, but like reds, definitely browns.
Red, brown,
pink,
yellow.
Super easy.
because because you can boil beets to get pink.
There's some green.
Like a deep blue because blackberries.
Yeah.
Any
Various assortment of colors.
purple parchment?
He nods and he points to the area where they seem to be keeping the stationery.
That may be better. suited. And then trinkets. Something a mother would like.
Depends
I
on the
don't
mother.
see mine often. She's very soft-spoken. I mean, she's my mother. I think she's quite beautiful. Very gentle, loving, kind, motherly. She's the only mother I've ever known, so
Does
I
she
would
like
imagine
flowers?
most mothers. Yes, but she has a garden full of them, and I don't think flowers would keep very well. I don't know when I'll see her next.
But she likes flowers. Elmar, we still have that thing that came in a couple days ago? Or did Sister Grail finally buy it? She didn't buy it yet. All right. Well, Sister Grail's been wanting to buy this, but she's not got the cash for it, or not got the coin for it. So he goes over to the desk and brings out a small little wooden case, and he opens it up, and inside is what looks to be a tiny rose made out of gold.
It looks expensive.
Yeah, it's expensive.
How much?
He looks at the price tag. 300 gold.
Very much out of my price range, especially if I'm buying my sister some charcoal and some parchment. Probably wouldn't be right to buy our mother this versus that. Anything more along the price range of the parchment and the charcoal?
The paint?
My mother doesn't paint.
Other than her redeeming qualities, what hobbies does she have?
She's very much traditional woman. Housekeeping, cooking, womanly crafts, and she does quotation things and looks quite uncomfortable with
I'm not
the
entirely
term.
sure what that means for your culture, but where my wife and I are from, traditional womanly crafts is going out and hunting.
No, women should be seen and not heard. Keep things running in the background and do everything, but very much keep to the background.
At this point, Thistle, who's been quiet this entire time working, just starts busting up laughing. You're serious?
Yes.
Honey, you forgive me for saying this, but you need to leave. That sounds like hell.
Why do you think I'm here? Do I look
You
like the
shouldn't
type
look back.
to, well, unfortunately my mother and sister are, never mind, strangers. You don't need to hear. So anything other than the rose? Maybe
I
a
mean,
nice
you could talk
drawing
to
or
Sister Grail. She occasionally makes doilies. They don't sell them here.
doilies.
She does that herself.
Where would I find her?
She runs the Shrine of Luck.
Okay. I'll just take the charcoal and the parchment.
I'll get back to you on that. It's probably like
That's fine.
5 silver at most.
Yeah. How much is the paint?
I mean, we have plenty of gold in our like cart stash.
If you want to give them a gold for it all, you could definitely get a good chunk of parchment charcoal and paint.
We'll do that.
All right.
She wouldn't get from the joint.
From Lion Shield.
She's still just a tag along.
Ginkgo, going to the woodworker, that would be, you would know this. Oh, you wouldn't know this. You were not there for that. So you would see a woman poke her head out. You'd hear what sounds like two kids in the background arguing about something. She'd poke her head out, and there's a little bit of a smudge of what seems to be some sort of herbal reagent on her face, and she smiles. Either the Grim Reaper's got a weird look, new look, or I'm currently facing a giant crow. Raven?
I just
I'm
start
sorry.
chuckling in Lothar's laugh because I'm sure she's met Lothar. Yes,
She's met Lothar. Yeah.
I'm just gonna start
I'm sorry,
laughing in
dear. I don't know what
Lothar's tone.
She looks very off-put.
I believe you've met my husband.
Your husband?
I just then like Ginkgo puts his hand up to like the height of how Lothar is tall to him because he's taller than Lothar's taller than him.
Yeah.
And then he talks like this. He's this tall.
The country gentleman.
Yes.
What was his name?
Lothar
Larry.
Lothar of the Appalachian Hill people.
Lothar. Yeah. I didn't realize he was married to a bird. Adventurers are strange folk. All right. What can I help you with? Spouse of Lothar.
I need some alchemy supplies.
Alchemy supplies. I do herbalism.
Yes, herbalism.
Sure. Come on in. My setup's in the kitchen. What all do you need?
I need resources to make healing potions so that we don't drain this place dry of all the healing potions.
She chuckles. They've already done that a little bit.
Trying to prevent that from happening again. Or recommendations of where I need to scurry about in the wilderness to get.
Roll me a persuasion check because effectively you're a giant bird who has walked in, spoken someone's that she knows voice, and then said, I would like to do the same thing you do so you don't have to do it. But that doing is their livelihood.
Resources on the road.
Okay, then I want to add so that when we're out adventuring far away from here. Because I want her to be able to make her, I want you to be able to make your potions for the people.
You still need to make me a persuasion.
Oh
check.
no, I know. I just wanted to make sure it's not just Jesus. Nope, can't do Kenku recall anymore. I already rolled.
She kind of looks at you. I can sell you potions, dear. Is that all right?
That is fine.
All right. How many would you like?
How many do you have?
Well, y'all have been away for a bit, so I've been able to prep a little bit. Ow, cat, your claws. I've got 8 basic healing potions, and I've got myself 2 superior.
How much are they a piece?
Or sorry, greater, not superior. The basic healing potions are 50 each, and the greater are gonna be 200.
Sorry, we're checking what the gold amount we are. I would like to barter and offer her the lapis lazuli ring and see how much that would cover the cost.
All right.
Oh, sorry, it's a necklace and ring set. And sorry, was that in gold pieces price or was that silver pieces? What?
That was a gold pieces price.
Okay, I was just making sure.
Potions are not cheap.
I don't know if I have written down what the ring and necklace set were worth.
We didn't have a value associated when we.
Yeah,
wrote
you
it
didn't
down.
have a value because it was a handmade thing that you kind of. It's more of a. You're gonna try to have to figure out how much you want to sell that for, based on what you think the value is.
I am not the person to ask this. So
I feel like between with the necklace and ring set of lapis lazuli and the green eye agate, we should be able to get at least 2 potions. At least argue our way to try and get 2 potions.
2 regular or 2 greater?
Yeah, 2 regular. Because that'll be 100 gold. Unless she wants some weapons for protecting the town later.
Well, what should we do?
What do you say?
Oh, I don't know.
Baby, you remember her, Pixel's issue with her water dishes and like trying to push them over?
Mm.
She's just tried doing that with the new one.
It's too heavy for her to do that. She'll be fine.
Good, because she was just batting at the side of it. I don't know why she does that.
Because she likes water.
Fair enough.
Can I do a persuasion roll to see if I can barter the necklace and ring set for
Yeah, you can.
2 potions? To the normal?
2 potions would be a very high check, but you could definitely see about 1.
Oh, and the green eye agate bracelet. So it'd be a bracelet and then a necklace and ring set.
Okay, yeah. You can try it.
Oof.
She kind of looks at it. Pretty as it is, but I don't think I can do 2. I can do 1 for all that.
Okay.
So yeah, you can give up that jewelry and you can get a potion in return. A single basic healing potion.
Okay. So I gotta do and
if you'd like to buy any more.
Oh, Ginkgo's broke. Ginkgo has like 5 gold on his person. He's not by the cart.
Fair enough.
Ginkgo's gonna leave dejected.
Okay, you get your 1 potion and you leave dejected.
What a mean lady.
Ginkgo is sad burb, and Ginkgo's character sheet is not loading anymore.
Sad. Alright, moving on from Ginkgo.
No remorse.
Yeah, no more. Do you think I live on remorse? I live on your suffering.
I am very aware of that after last night.
Please, no. I'm sorry.
So I want to ask.
Wait, what happened last night?
I kept her
So
up.
You what?
I
kept
had to
her
work
up.
today, and we get home. We had a really lovely date. It was nice. We get home, and Jay decides that he needs to fold all of the laundry right this moment and use the bed to fold the laundry. And so I'm like waiting around, just letting him get this little like need done. So I go to bed at like 12:30. Jay comes to bed at 3 a.m. and just must make his presence known, jumping, like getting the bed comfortable, wriggling around. I'm awake. And then I finally start to go to sleep again, and his alarm goes off at 4 o'clock. And I push him gently and say, "Babe, your alarm's going off, turn it off." No,
Why
it's
the
not.
fuck was the alarm set for 4 a.m.?
Because
Because it
that's
was
the
his
time
work
I get
alarm
up
was
for
still set.
work.
And he's like, "No, it's not." And I'm like, "Yeah, it is. Can you turn it off?" He goes, "Okay." Turns it off. I'm like, "Can you turn all your other ones off?" And he's like, "I don't have any more set." I'm like, "Well, you had that one set. Can you check it, please?" So he does. And then for the next hour and a half, every 10 minutes, his alarm would go off.
Because I hit
After
snooze
about
instead of
the
turn
third
it off.
time, I got up and I slept on the couch downstairs. But the alarm was still ringing and I could still hear it downstairs. So I've had like an hour and a half sleep.
Ouch.
And yeah, I wasn't very nice to Jay this morning. I was like,
I think I remember that happening last year with Perky. And after his second alarm went off, I literally kicked him in the back and pushed him out of the bed. I'm like, you better turn off all your fucking alarms.
no. I was not smart because I was tired.
I mean, we had carpet, so it didn't hurt. It was mostly a startle,
And
but
I
you know.
would not move him. He sleeps like a rock. Else I don't think I would be able to move him.
So it's Perky's the same, but the pure anger that I had.
She was not happy.
I respect that. But yeah, anyway. So he's on thin ice.
Yeah, I am. Which is why, at this point in time, since it's 10 o'clock...
No,
darn
it's
near-
fine.
You need to go to sleep, don't you?
I'll have work in the morning. It's fine.
She's yawning.
Yeah,
she's
it's
young.
fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine.
Everything is awesome.
Yes.
Everything's cool.
Anyway, what's next?
We'll go for another 30 minutes.
Or longer.
But you need to sleep, don't you?
Shh.
I would listen, Bird. I'd listen to your wife before you break that thin ice.
She said it's been a while. It's time to get some business done.
Exactly. No one else has had a turn.
Alright. Lothar and Jaraxus, going to the Townmaster Hall, you would find Sildar is behind the desk of the Townmaster's desk. And he seems to be going through some various paperwork. He has spectacles on, which is kind of odd considering the guy is built. built like a brick shit house, but an old man with spectacles.
But the glasses are there to show that time has passed.
What?
It's from stand-up. And he had glasses on to show that time had passed.
Oh. He looks up from his paperwork, takes the glasses off, and looks over at you guys. You're back. So, did you find anything?
We ran into a few encounters, and we have a fair amount of leads in where Gondrin may be.
That's wonderful news.
We came back here to get some supplies and replenish ourselves and try and set ourselves better for endeavoring on our next task.
Is there anything that I can help you with? I don't really come to a town master's hall for that.
There are a few things. One is that we do have a large plethora of weapons and armor that is available that we can get into the town for protection purposes. We would like to see if we could possibly barter, work with, donate in a sort, in order to help the town out.
I'd be most appreciated. I'd talk to Darren on that. He's the one who handles the guards and all that.
Yes. Also, with we are wondering about the possibility of leasing or future purchasing of the manor on top of the hill.
He raises his eyebrows. It's funny you say about that. I was actually in the paperwork right now for in case if you wanted to do that.
That is actually quite marvelous. We understand that it would have to have work done, and we would gladly pay for it and do it ourselves. We would not put that strain on people for a free charge, for sure.
I mean, at the moment, it's just ruins, and it was going to be scheduled for demolition, but I mean, there's nothing stopping you from fixing it up.
It's got good bones.
Half those bones are missing.
As long as your femur's intact, your tibia will heal.
I don't know what that means.
Me neither.
But there's definitely a lot of paperwork that I need to go through for that, but most of it's already done. The only issue is getting the materials and such to fix it up. We've got our smithy and we've got a woodworker, or we've got a woodworker's apprentice who's trying to become a woodworker. But we don't really have the wood. Sure, we've got trees around, but there's only so many.
Would it be possible to eventually make a trip up to Neverwinter and get a shipment of lumber down?
Well, there is the loggers' camp past Thunder Tree. You could do that.
Very well. And we shall seek with them shortly to see if we can get some provisions. And what the timetable and cost would be.
You could probably also talk with Gundren's brothers. They've got a excavation going on, originally going for stone. They found treasure, and they're no longer mining any stone.
Yes, but I would like to find Gundren before I start speaking with his kin of favors.
Mm-hmm. There's also Nomengard. You could probably get some workers from there. Crafty and ingenuitous people, if you don't mind their manic behavior.
My dear sir, we served in the same regiment. Manic behavior is a par for the course.
You're not wrong. Yeah. There's all of those places. Beyond that, it's just more of gathering the scraps you'll need for it, as well as the finishing paperwork.
Well, I do believe we have our feet planted in the correct direction on this sort. I will let you back to your current affairs, and I will check with Dan shortly.
All right. If it's any note to you, if you want to purchase that place, repair costs and such, from what we can understand. Granted, this is just Nars did a look-see over it and said, "Oh, I could probably about this much." Probably looking at around. I think he said the quote was 1,000 gold, 1,200, something like that. But that's not including workers and transportation of materials. That's just getting it done.
I understand. It is a large undertaking, not something to be taken lightly, or can be done overnight. You know the saying goes, "Water deep wasn't built in a day."
Well, I'll finish up on the paperwork. The payment don't have to be all at once, but at least like a 20% down if you are interested.
I do understand. At the given moment, we do not have the ability for a 20% down payment at the current moment. Hopefully, as we further our ventures, we shall become more profitable in our endeavors. Lothar talking in poor man voice.
Yeah. All right. Well, is there anything else that I can help you with?
Not the current moment, my dear friend. I just desperately wanted to have you apprised of the situation and where we are with it.
I appreciate it.
And hopefully the next time we all see each other, we can all be together again, and we shall have a nice strong drinking celebration.
All right.
All right, so we head out. Let's go see Darren, try and see if we can get something for these weapons.
All right. Going to Darren's. He'd be once again sitting on his front porch, drinking. Not hard drinking, but like he's got himself a little bit of a drink. Do you all approach?
Yes.
What can I do you for? That is not the voice I'm going with for that. I do not remember his voice either. I think it was just old man voice number 23.
I think so, yeah.
All right, what can I do you for?
My dear friend, I would like to speak with you of, we do have provisions that we feel like can go very well to the town guard. We
Ain't much of a town guard left.
However, if you do have weapons and there are people to hold them,
I suppose I could whip up a militia. What all you got?
at the current moment in our cart, we have 4 long swords, 4 long bows, 20 arrows to go with them long bows. 18.
Only 20 arrows?
Well, my dear sir, most of them break on impact.
All right.
We have 18 great axes. 38.
How many great axes? 18.
Ran into a few nefarious folk.
Are they all carrying great axes?
Well, orcs. Well, technically, we got the great axe from multiple different encounters.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it seems to be a very handy orcish weapon. It seems.
You got them from orcs.
We also have 38 javelins.
He just kind of looks at you with a look of like, I'm gonna need a list. Out of character, the DM's looking at you with a, I need a list.
Oh, it's all in the cart.
You just type it out for me. Please and thank you.
Copy and pasting. I just put it into the Discord.
All right. Sorry, I'm doing calculations.
No, that's 100% fair.
Not very many times have I had groups that pick up every weapon in existence.
Oh, sorry.
It's not like boring groups.
I pick up every weapon in existence.
I mean, I feel the same way. It's like if it's there, pick it up. It can be sold.
Yeah.
Everything has a value.
I have a value?
No.
Aw.
Yes, you do.
Fuck you, bird.
I mean, you should get a discount. You're half dead, so.
But at least I'm not carrying an evil sword.
Hey, listen, it saved us several times, okay?
It also made you try to kill Lennar.
Lennar was also trying to kill me. And you. And anyone else he might have come across.
No.
All you gotta do is bop him on the nose so he can make a wisdom saving throw.
I mean, I bopped Perky on the nose.
No, you shot me.
Same thing.
You deserved it.
I did.
I mean, it's not like it almost killed you.
Do 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 do
I'll
do 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 do.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your bathroom break, and your food break, and your caffeine break. Therefore, you shall take it. We shall be back soon. And once you get back, keep all arms and feet inside your seat at all times. And enjoy your ride.
I apologize it's taking so long.
Oh, no
You
worries.
should. How dare
No,
you?
you're
It's too
fine.
late to
You
apologize.
disgust me.
It's too late.
Disgusted.
Disgusted.
Out of sheer curiosity, are brass knuckles a thing in D&D?
No. Which sucks.
I was just
But I
picturing-
can make them a thing.
I was just picturing like something to have for the off chance that my weapon gets stolen, and to make my unarmed strike a little bit better.
It's called a roll of coins. You put that in your fist so you don't break your fingers.
It totally wasn't the pair of brass knuckles that's sitting on my desk that sheerly made me think about this.
I would be the person that collected brass knuckles. I love brass knuckles. I also like the key rings that kind of look like brass knuckles that are for self-defense.
So, Darren would look over all of this stuff and say, well, I can't use all of it. A lot here that I can't use. He points to the giant morning star, like that. The armor's not really worth a damn. The rest, though, definitely could use the javelins. But that should come. I don't know. Why don't we say I can give you 400 for the longsword, the longbow, the longswords, longbows, arrows, axes, javelins, and the greatsword. The rest you can keep.
My dear friend, that sounds more than fair enough.
He nods. You may remove all of those and add 400 gold to your inventory.
Hell.
As I realize I need to start throwing more casters at you. So you can't loot weapons other than, like, daggers.
Daggers still worth money.
Still something.
Oh no.
We could take their clothes and we could, like, kind of repair them and sell their fancy robes.
Very true.
Very true.
Unless I set them on fire.
Nope, not doing that. Not doing that. We're gonna clean them all up and we'll just open a thrift store.
I'm okay with that.
I would make one my sleeping gown.
Alright.
On the bright side, we can buy potions now.
Yeah, you can buy potions now.
Ginkgo will cry if you make him go back in there.
No, we'll go back in there. And I actually forgot that in the party ledger we got stuff. In there we got gems and stuff in the party ledger.
Shopping episode.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it says.
Before we leave, I want to ask him about the broken sword that I got from the crypt and see if he knows someone that might be able to fix it, since he's probably been around the block a few times.
Can you repeat that? Sorry?
Since he's probably been around the block a few times, before we leave, I want to ask him if he knows somebody that could possibly repair that broken sword.
Oh, yeah. He looks at it and he kind of, like, squints at it a little bit. You can find yourself probably a master crafter. Maybe, those are holy runes, aren't they? Perhaps, get your hands on maybe, one of the clerics of Moradin or Gond or any of the crafting deities. They might be able to help you with that.
Yeah, I was figuring we'd have to make a trip up to Neverwinter to find somebody.
Hey, baby. I think Zelda finally realized that the water dish is a water dish.
Nice.
Because she just, like, drank half her body weight, it looked like.
Nice.
Yeah. But, it's certainly something you got there, it looks like.
Yeah, we found it in my family's old crypt, and it's strange it wasn't there when I laid him in there. I don't know where it came from.
I don't know. Perhaps it's a sign from the gods.
Okay, that's all I had. Carrying on.
He gives you a knowing smile and nods and sends you on your way.
Well, my dear friend, I do appreciate this very much. This is going to help us, especially on our attempts to save Gundren, which
He
is what
nods.
which we are trying to rest up and get supplies for another attempt at his rescue.
He nods. All right. Well, anything I can do to help?
I was wondering if there might be maybe a wagon or draft horse that we can get from somewhere that will help us with carrying supplies and storing and resting on occasions.
Did you go to Big Al's?
We've been there once. We can venture that ways again.
Who you talk to for something like that?
That does make a lot of sense now when you think about it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all of his stuff got murked.
Yeah, it's true.
Like all?
All.
Oh. Well,
There's a reason why you found horses in a city that wasn't even, like, it was a couple miles away.
Well, Dan, the problem is you see, Big Al, he got had a hard coming to, and we are there to help him out. I hadn't believe he's got no more horses.
That's not good. I don't know what to tell you then.
I think he's saying we're stuck with the oxes for a while longer.
I think he is.
Well, my dearest friend is I do appreciate all you have done for us and all you will do for us in the future. Do take care of yourself and do be restful.
You're on your own in the future. He gives you a joking smile. He obviously doesn't mean it.
Until we meet again, old friend.
Till we meet again. Alright, I assume everyone's going to group back up at the Stonehill.
I was going to Barthen's to try to find stuff to make alchemist fire.
Alright.
I assume it's Barthen's.
Barthen's would not have the stuff for that.
The woodworker lady then?
Lion Shield would.
They wouldn't even have vials and herbs? I assume I would just need herbs. Or I don't know what goes in
Not for alchemist fire.
Well, I guess I don't have
You're
a choice.
effectively walking into a mom and pop shop and saying, "Hey, I would like to make a pipe bomb."
I mean, I assumed it was herbs and probably a glass vial that would shatter when you threw it.
I'm going to put it in somebody's mailbox.
I also didn't even Google and look into what actually went into it.
It's alchemical. It's not herbal.
Ah. Okay, well, I guess I have no choice but to go to Walmart.
It's
You gonna
probably
go
a
to Lion
left.
Shield Foster?
I guess I don't really have a choice.
It's probably a leftover from like all the years he's played WoW, and anything alchemy related usually requires herbs. So
Yeah, fair enough. As you go to Lion Shield Coster, you would recognize that they are closed.
Rude.
Bird's pretty much saying, I'm done doing this shit. I want to go somewhere else in the story.
No, I'm not.
Oh, damn.
There is a reason they are closed.
Oh yeah, we ran him out of town. Wasn't that
Something like that.
That was still run by the Red Brands and stuff, wasn't it?
No.
Okay, here's the question. Are they closed permanently or just simply closed?
from the looks of it, they're packing up shop.
Probably could go in there and steal.
That's my,
Discounts.
that's my question. Is there anybody in there? Like, who ran it? Are they packing up? Is there people in it?
There's people in it. They just have their sign says closed at the moment. And looking inside, people are packing stuff up as if they're going to leave soon.
I'm gonna knock anyways and see if one answers.
Hmm.
Desperate people,
yeah.
for desperate people.
All right, let me pull up Lion Shield Coster in the book.
Because if they're closing up, then they may be desperate to make a few gold pieces while they're leaving.
All right. Yeah. Going up to the thing, you would find that the door would be opened by there you go. This is who you would see.
I'm sorry to
She's
bother
pretty.
you. You know, I see you're packing up, you're leaving town for some reason, but I'm kind of in desperate need for a few things for our adventure, if you don't mind.
She looks you up and down, says, think you're a little bit too late on buying things. Not a lot's left here to buy. We've not been able to get our shipments, and our biggest shipment recently just went poof out into the ether.
Where's it coming from? To get ambushed or something? Or do you even know?
It was coming from Neverwinter.
Well, do you have any of these things? I'll just list off whatever would go in there because I don't know off the tip of my brain.
She thinks for a moment. We've got some oil. Got some oils. We've got some of that stuff, yeah. Look, what are you doing? What are you trying to do with this stuff? That sounds a lot like you're trying to make alchemist fire.
I mean, you'd be pretty spot on. Just something for defense on the road.
I'm gonna look you up and down. Adventurer?
Exactly.
You don't look all that trustworthy, adventurer.
Well, yeah, because I know people don't like tieflings, but because of my personality...
I've seen plenty of tieflings in my day. You're wearing black armor and you're carrying a sword that screams you got it in a cult.
Actually, to be fair, I actually got it from this town. I'm not technically lying about that.
Look, as much as I would like to turn a profit, I'm not going to be selling anything to somebody who I think is going to try to screw over this town. If you can get a good word, sure, I'll sell it to you. I don't know you. Sorry.
Which one of these buildings is it? Can I, like, holler for Sister Grail because she knows me? Like, she's the first one we
Sister
met.
Grail's is trying to...
I'll say, like, is it, like, one of these buildings over here? Like, would she hear me if I went and called for her?
I was going to say, this is the Shrine of Luck. Yes, this building is Lion Shield Coster, actually.
I would just, like, walk over towards the shrine and I would holler for her so she could see if she would come out.
Yeah, Sister Grail would come out and she'd look over at you. Draxus. What was her accent was vaguely French. Draxus, What can I help you with? With
Do you mind telling this lady that I'm trustworthy? That I kind of like saved the town. She doesn't seem to trust me for some reason.
Sister Grail looks at Lenine, and she says, "He's not trustworthy. Don't sell him a single thing."
Rude.
She gives you a big old grin. He's fine. He's a hero.
I'm just gonna like cross my arms and like smile at her. See, I told you.
Lenine kind of looks at you for a moment. So what are you gonna do with it?
I told you, just protection on the road. It's push comes to shove. It's protection in the end.
All right.
I mean, come on. You throw a vial at somebody and it puts fire on the ground, they're not gonna want to come mess with you.
Generally, people use it to throw onto buildings.
No.
In my experience.
I'm not doing any of that.
She will sell you, if you so wish, the stuff to make a single vial of alchemist fire. That's all she's got.
How much would that be?
That would be 25 gold.
Ouch.
You're literally getting an incendiary grenade once you make it.
That's like every gold piece I have on my person.
Ouch. It's an incendiary grenade. For 25 gold.
Like, I know we got a metric crapload more gold in the cart. This is what I had on my person.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't it be like way cheaper just to make Molotov?
It's effectively what he's making. It's a Molotov, an incendiary grenade.
It's a D&D Molotov.
Yeah.
Or you could just make a Molotov in D&D.
That is what he's making.
Do I have to make a check or anything to make sure it doesn't blow up in my hands?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
definitely.
Great. Oh, great.
When you make it.
Okay, well, I'll give her the 25 gold.
Yeah, she takes it and she nods. And then is everyone going? What's everyone doing now?
Oh, I was gonna go down meet up with Ginkgo and try and buy us some potions with the monies we made.
All right. Yeah, you can go back down to the potion maker's shop. I'm not going to roleplay all that again. How much would you like to buy the rest?
How many more was left?
7 regular, 2 greater.
So 7 regular 50. That'd be 350 gold.
Mm-hmm.
And how many for the other ones? So we wouldn't be able to get all of them.
200 per.
Well, let's just do all the regulars. I'm not gonna. Right now, we won't bother with the big boys at the moment.
Yeah, you can grab all the regulars. Sorry, I gave you the wrong number for graders. They're 100 per.
Oh, 100 per?
100, because they're a consumable. They get halved per price.
Alright, so let me see. I mean, I'd break us, but that'd be alright if I do it. Alright, so I can do... Yeah, we need to save the gold for down payment billing, but if we can't infiltrate and save Gundren, we ain't... Oh, that's a good idea. We can sell the outpost to the city.
How much would it be for like a jacket, a blanket, and like some shoes for like winter?
Jacket, blanket, and some shoes for winter. Let me look up the price. It would be 5 gold total.
Where's your my inventory located?
I don't know what you mean.
I don't know where inventory on my character is located. Would that be in bio and info?
It's right in the middle of the
It's
character
at the
sheet.
bottom of your main
Oh.
sheet. It's not a compendium thing, because winter clothes came from one thing that I do not have. From one of the modules that I don't have.
I mean, you can just type it in there by hand.
Yeah, you have.
Okay. So GP is gold, right?
Yeah, GP is gold.
Okay, and you said it was 5?
It's 5.
Okay, I'll take them.
Alright, so if you're wearing these...
Oh, no, I'm not
damage,
wearing them, I'm carrying them.
I know, I'm saying when you do put them on, while cold damage will not be halved while wearing it, it doesn't give you cold resistance or anything like that. If you go into cold weather areas, like, say you wanted to go up to where that dragon is that you just recently seen, you would not be bothered by the cold. You would not be, making checks for environmental exposure.
Ooh, yay.
Which is an actual thing in this game. Because gear is actually important.
Says the 2 people that are eventually wearing plate armor and will get fucked by the cold.
Yeah. Yeah. Metal armor in cold environments is not a fun combo.
I said that'd literally be like you touch your chest on accident and your hand's frozen to it.
Alright. Real quick before I do it, we do have enough money in the cart to buy the 200 gold worth for the two graders. However, it'll leave us with just 25 gold. Because we have 750 after buying the 7 potion of healing, we have 750 copper, 215 silver, 62 electrum, 110 gold, and 5 platinum, which comes out to being 225 gold.
I thought a platinum was 100 gold pieces.
Nope.
Everything jumps by 10s, with the
Yeah.
exception of electrum.
So the platinum's only they're only 10 gold pieces a pop, so that's 50 gold pieces there.
I mean, my logic, it's buy them because if we die, it doesn't matter anyways.
That's kind of what I was thinking too.
Can your character learn different languages? Could Ginkgo teach me languages?
You can, if you have enough time, you can get your character to learn anything.
Okay.
New skills, new proficiencies, new pretty much anything.
So
with the exception of math.
yeah. So say I'm oh, I go ask Ginkgo if she can teach me one of her languages, or whoever has different languages, and they can teach me, and then eventually I can add it.
Yes.
Yeah, he could teach you, but he'd have to charge.
Why do you think I've been learning how to drive the cart from Lothar as we're going along?
Yeah. It takes a while. It's not just I pay the money and read a book.
No, that's fine.
Congratulations. I know now how to use crossbows. But yeah. Yes, you can do that. But yeah, are you going to buy those potions then?
Yeah, I already took all the money out of our bank account.
Yeah. You now have an additional 8 basic from the one that Ginkgo got, the ones that you bought, and then 2 greater.
So right now, I have right now in the cart because Ginkgo put the one that he bought into inventory, but I have the 8 healing and 2 greater in the cart right now. We'll divvy out.
Oh
Well,
no,
we had one. We
you
had
bought
one already.
7. Ginkgo bought 1.
I know we had one already in the cart.
Okay, gotcha.
So we have 8 in the cart now, and we still have a potion off the mage, which we don't know what it is.
I'd have to go back in my notes. I'm blanking on what it is.
No, you're good. We also have the scroll in the in the bone casing also.
Gotcha.
I mean, in my logic, we came here to stock up, so that's what we're doing.
Yeah, and we'll divvy out potions and stuff like that. I would say definitely get the greater healing to the not me.
To the not me.
Well, I mean, I am a healing potion.
I also still have 1 healing potion in my inventory too.
And I still have 1 healing potion on me as well.
All right.
I have 2.
To the end.
Is there any way that we can get her to tell us what the potion is?
Yeah, you can pay for an identify.
Yeah.
Not identify spell. You don't need that since they're not using magic for this.
How much would that be?
Probably run you about. You can do 15 for that.
Yeah, let's do it.
She goes through the reagents and figures out what all this is, and she eventually hands it back to you and says, this is a potion of poison. It looks exactly almost like a potion of healing in some areas, but if imbibed, it is deadly.
Good thing we didn't drink it. Might come in handy though.
The poison that has been mixed into this one is Midnight Tears. Do you know much about poisons?
My dear, I'm afraid I do not know very much about poisons. My husband might know a thing or two.
Yeah, Ginkgo, do you know anything about poisons? Do you have a poisoner's kit proficiency?
Not a poisoner's kit, but I thought maybe with the herbalism's kit, because I get also the a mask and shit. So I wasn't.
You could possibly know how to cure with that, but you wouldn't know what it does, other than probably not good.
Hey, there's somebody in the party that might actually.
Yeah, I wonder if there was somebody in the party who knew stuff about poisons.
Oh, that's right, we have a rogue.
Yeah. You could go ask them.
I'm walking up to.
I'm seeing this. Moseying on down.
Make sure you close your eyes when you go inside.
Yeah, you may want to listen at the door first.
I gently knock at the door.
Obi, in the middle of... No, I'm kidding. Obi, you hear a knock at the door.
I'm gonna open it to see who's there. And lo and behold, it's Lothar. What you want, big guy?
My dear friend, we have found out that the vial that we found off of the mage is actually poison. We are told that it is of midnight tears. We are hoping that you may have some insights on this for us.
Yeah, Obi, roll me an intelligence-based poisoner's kit check.
So just click on Poisoner's Kit.
And it should ask if it what skill it is based off of, and you can do intelligence.
Hold on. Oh, okay. You said intelligence.
Obi, you've never heard of Midnight Tears. It did not show up in
Damn,
your
Obi.
poisoning my weapons sort of tutorial course when you were becoming an assassin.
Holy shit. Right.
You did learn that with poisoning your weapons that you can use fecal matter, which is a thing.
Oh, we doing
The poop knife.
we going Viet Cong on these?
Go Viet Cong.
Sorry, I wasn't much help with that. But since you're here, might as well ask.
Would you like a join?
If you don't mind gathering the others' weapons, I was figuring I'd go fix them up for us before we head back out.
Obi, just as a reminder. God. Just as a reminder, you do have somebody you know who could probably tell you more about that. Although I don't know if you'd want to out them to your party.
Okay, how about this? So, I know somebody that could probably figure out what this is. So I'll get to work on that while you get the weapons from everybody else. Got it?
I understand. I will gather everybody up and have them bring the weaponry over here, and get it a look on too.
Just make sure you climb through the window again.
Obi, do you go to see your partner in crime?
My partner in crime, yes.
I mean, am I wrong? All right. Going down to see Talia. She greets you. She's behind the counter, putting on the face that she keeps to the public. Says, Obi, what are you doing here? Or sorry, Obi, what are you doing here?
We figured we'd stop by.
That is too seductive, sir. I don't think you should do that. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry, but that's the voice that I'm going to go with for her.
We're stopping by to resupply, but I had a question for you about this, and Obi waves the vial.
She kind of shoots you a glare to, like, tell you silently to put it away.
It at least
if you're wanting to barter, then we can go to the back rooms if you'd like. Perhaps you can show me the wares that you're wanting to exchange.
Yes, let's do that.
Very well then. After you, sir. This way. She'll lead you to a back room, putting a closed sign in front of the thing. She sits down. She pinches the bridge of her nose. I understand you're still new at this, Obi, but don't go waving something like that around. Talk in thieves' cant. Talk in... Just don't show the wares. As a heads up ahead of time.
Well, I figured in this town of all places, hardly anyone would know what it is. To them, it would probably look like a simple healing potion, especially with the color age.
True, but that still doesn't necessarily mean that you should do it.
I got the idea.
With what we are, we work in discretion. Now, show me what you're wanting to show me.
I hand her the vial.
She looks at it, swirls it around. Looks like a healing potion, but obviously you know what that is. So you're trying to tell me you're trying to ask what this is?
Yeah, the coloration of it's off, so obviously.
Well, this would be a Midnight Tears potion. Poison. I'm surprised you didn't know this. Although I did suppose that I taught you how to properly poison weapons, not people. This is a mighty strong potion. Poison. And I would definitely suggest you don't imbibe it. Lest you wish to die.
I mean, would any poison be fit to imbibe?
Some poisons. You poison yourself anytime you go to that bar of yours.
Highly unlikely, but I get what you're going after.
Regardless. Midnight Tears, this little gem that you found, if you imbibe it, at the stroke of midnight, you will die.
That sounds highly specific.
It is, because it's an enchanted poison.
Ask her what it's made out of, Obi.
I didn't understand what that pigeon was crying about in the corner.
So, any idea how to recreate this in case it might be needed later on?
You'll need to find a hag if you want to recreate this.
Seriously, what is with all these pigeons?
Don't know. Perhaps I should set out a, Perhaps I should
That's a better one.
get the local guild board another job to go eradicate some flying rats. What do you think? 4 silver? Then that should be enough for something like that?
Obi just gives a slight laugh. But
Regardless. If you wanted to recreate this, you'd have to go to a hag. They're the ones who tend to make it. Something about how poetic a fairy tale of midnight and death.
I see. I can see where it might be useful if you need to kill somebody while not being in the room, just to clear your name. But to go through all the effort of going to a hag for one of these.
Hags are a capricious sort, but you can get along with them if you know how to behave and what to offer them.
I'll keep it in mind.
I can buy this off of you if you'd like, or you can put it to use.
Oh, trust me, I can put it to use.
Target in mind.
You never know. Especially with how random our adventures seem to be. But I suppose if there was a big enough creature that needs taken down with absolute certainty, waiting a couple hours might not be too long a wait.
What you've got here could probably kill a humanoid. Or anything smaller. if you try to go for anything bigger than this, they're not probably going to keel over from it.
See.
Just make sure you don't mix it up with your other potion.
Right, I'll make sure to put a label on it.
Is there anything else that you needed me for?
Maybe some other time. I've got to get back in.
Don't be a
So-
stranger now, Aubrey.
I suppose I could take some more poison lessons from you. Obviously, they're not sticking as well as I'd like.
Well, we've covered weapons. There's also poisons that you inhale, poisons that you ingest, poisons that you can inflict via just skin contact, poisons that you can use to kill via weapon. There's poisons that and she just starts going off on, like, you have a feeling like poison is probably her passion with the way that she starts, like, talking about this. Poisons made from flowers and plants. Those are toxins. Poisons that are made by animals to be injected into the bloodstream. Those are venoms. Poison.
Here, how
You get the
about
idea.
yeah? How about you do me a favor, and next time I come around, you find me a book for me to study while I'm on my travels.
A book about poisons. I'm sure I could pen something like that for you.
That'd be great.
I'll make sure it's in our little secret code.
I must be off now. Take care of yourself, although I feel as if you'd have no issue with that.
All right then, Obi. Ta-ta.
And then I'm gonna head back to the smithy, where hopefully, well, actually, I'll let you guys carry on your part. I've been at this for a while.
So, Obi, real quick, Midnight Tears poison is a very poisonous poison. What you have in your hands is... yeah, it's a thing. So out of character, to give you the... here's the identify that you effectively got with that. A creature that ingests this poison suffers no effect until the stroke of midnight. Poison has not been neutralized before then. The creature must succeed on a DC 17 Constitution saving throw, or take 9d6 poison damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one.
Holy
This
crap.
poison, if you were to buy it in the black market, would be over 1,000 gold to get.
Holy.
Okay.
In fact,
Hold on.
it's 1,500 regularly to get on the black market.
Is there like some sort of note cheat sheet I could write all that in?
Yo.
Yeah, you just go into the compendium, find Midnight Tears, and pull it into your sheet.
like
The what?
add the item Midnight Tears into your character sheet.
There you go. That's if you want to read it.
That
It's
is
one of those
insane.
poisons that is more narrative than anything else. It's not a, I'm going to poison my weapon in the heat of the moment. It's a, we're doing an assassination mission.
It was a heat of the moment.
It better be a damn big one for that much money. Shoot.
Yeah.
I could just
I mean,
hire some Suicide Squad folks for 500.
And we got it for free.
What's the think it's purple worm venom
It
or purple
causes-
worm
Oh
poison.
yeah. That's because to get anything from a purple worm basically means at least 4 of your friends died.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's purple worm poison is the most deadly poison
that
you
is-
can get for a weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, purple worm poison, most deadly weapon poison. Deals an additional 12d6 poison if they fail a DC 19 con save. If you want to get this, you either need to harvest it from a dead or incapacitated purple worm, or you can buy it on the black market for 2,000 gold for a single dose.
So it's sounding to me like monster hunting in this game pays well.
Yes. Especially if you're selling to the black market.
It gotta be black.
Because, one, you're probably selling to people who have not so good motives. And two, people with not so good motives pay a lot to keep your mouth shut.
Did I ever tell you about the one story idea I read like a long time ago where they basically harvested Trask for centuries?
Oh yeah, you did.
That's so crazy.
However, it is now 11 o'clock, so I am going to make that the capstone for the night of, hey, here's this 1,500 gold piece item. Do with it what you will.
I know. Look. I know Lothar's all like good and all, but everybody. I mean, shit. I feel like Torm
I
might
think
look
it's-
the other way for half a second.
I think it's fun to give low-level players stuff like this. It's like, yeah, sure. Here you go. You want to know the best part of all of that, though? It's a consumable, which means it's a one-time use. Normally, things that are not consumable cost twice as much. So imagine if that was a vial that refilled. That would be like 3,000 gold pieces to just have. Plus on top of the magic refill part.
Oh, I like the whole Obi, would you please not wave that around? It's like, Obi has not been stealthy recently.
No. But yeah, that is where we are going to leave it for the night. Have fun with your
I'm just trying to
poison.
think what we could do with. But here's and this is just out of game about that though. This is literally like just Brian saying stuff. Something that bad. I'm be real. We ain't good enough at what we do to do it without getting caught right now. I'm gonna be straight up honest, guys. Our characters may not know that, but Brian is pretty damn sure that if we walk into Waterdeep with that, trying to sell it, we getting fucked quick. Like if we're getting rid of that, man, that's not like a, like imagine the Marv and what's his name from Home Alone came across like a $2.5 million diamond. All right, they're not fencing it. Okay, they're getting caught with it, and they're getting busted.
Yeah, there is rules on trying to sell things that are either one, black market, or two, ridiculously expensive. Like I want to hawk this, I don't know, Holy Avenger. And it's pretty much just like you're going to be searching for somebody who, one, has the scratch, and two, wants to buy it. And it's not going to be a very quick thing.
Or that won't just kill you and take it.
Yeah, or just won't kill you and take it. And for every week that you don't find a buyer, there is a chance that you might, like, run into some really screwed up complications. Like somebody just outright stealing it instead.
If you're lucky, they'll just steal it.
Yeah.
If you're not, they're gonna tie up the loose ends.
Hey guys, just to let you know where the loose ends.
Yep.
Tying up would be merciful.
Alright, I'm gonna jump off. Y'all have a good evening.
You have a good evening.
Appreciate it. Have a good one. Peace.
Bye.